It's Wednesday. That means it's new comic book day, the glorious of all days. This week we have a pretty decent stack with some very anticipated issues. So let's just dive into this shit. First up from DC, we've got Absolute Catwoman on her own. I went with the Kara Andrews cover. Already read this one. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And a lot of insight regarding Selena Kyle in the Absolute world in her own little hijinks. This is a limited run, so I think there's only going to be 5 or 4 issues with a crazy fun battle at the end that's leading into the one-shot Absolute Cassandra Cain. Dig it. I also grabbed a blank because, and then I think we all forgot about this book, but it is the final chapter in The Gargoyle of Gotham, Batman Elseworlds by Rafael Grampa. I mean, overall, I picked it up mostly for the art. The book itself has been okay. I wouldn't say it's one of the best Batman Elseworlds I've read, but it was worth at least purchasing. The art itself, though, awesome. I haven't read this one yet to see how it wraps up, but yeah, it's been months and months. Then we go to Marvel. For Marvel, we have Century number 4. It's the final issue in the Century miniseries. This has been a great book. Between what's going on in Bob's head, along with him dealing with what unfortunately some of us have with the loss of a pet, and how that weighs on him in the world of a superhero, and especially with that dynamic he has with the Void. Very interesting take. Paul Jenkins coming back to his character, Christian Rosado drawing a great book. I think I just got the stock cover, but loved it. I really loved it. It's a fun book. I can't wait to read the last one issue. Then we have the big event book, Avengers Armageddon number 1. I went with the spoiler variant by Mark Ketto. It's polybagged. I don't know why it's polybagged, but let's go ahead and pop this baby open to see what's in the polybag. I think. Therefore, I am. Honestly, what is in here? And why is it putting up a fight? Okay. Oh, okay. We get a Magic the Gathering card. Cool. This is Red Hulk versus the Avengers. Brian Stegman. Okay, cool. Not bad. I've seen preview pages for the book, so I'm hoping it's a hopefully good event comic and series. Because they have been lackluster as of late, not gonna lie. But hoping for big things. Now from our independents. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. I'm a little bummed at this one because I was really hoping for more. But I'm referring to Rob Liefeld's Youngblood 100. I've already read this one. I went with the Mark Silvestri cover because I love Mark. His art has always been one of my faves. But I gotta say, this book sucked. For a 100th issue and such a landmark issue, it was a huge disappointment. It just felt lazy. Like the whole arc, honestly, the past couple issues have been pretty lazy, but for the 100th issue, especially, a lot of the pages are flat. A lot of the moments are just flat. You'd hope for bigger event or bigger kind of ramifications for a 100th issue, but it's just boring. And I'm not saying that out of hate. I'm actually saying it out of disappointment as a fan of Youngblood and the Extreme properties. It was such a bummer to experience a book. You just think Rob would have just put his all into this issue with it being the 100th landmark issue, but it just feels like a cash grab. It's the 100th issue, multiple covers, blah, 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 but there's no substance behind it. None whatsoever. Huge disappointment. I really was hoping that it was going to branch off and give us a new start for a new Extreme world or do something dynamic with it. Even the battles themselves, if they would have been great, but the whole A to B, D, E, Z, whatever, start to finish was lazy. It is what it is. Bummer. What's not a bummer has been Ghost Pepper, number 12. I went with the stock Ludo Lulabi cover. This has been a lot of fun. This has been just kinetic, energetic, fun, with some great lore. Honestly, surprised me. I like the artist from him when Ludo was filling, or actually when they rebooted Battle Chasers, not rebooted, but brought it back, and he was doing the illustrations. I was really impressed by his art, and more so in here. It's just such a fun fucking book. Hopefully you guys are reading that one. Then we've got Transformers as well. That's always been a hit. It has taken a little bit of a dive, I think, with Robert Kirkman writing it versus DWJ. I'm hoping that it picks up a little bit. We've had some cool things here and there, but it's still a great book, just not to the magnitude it was before. I really am enjoying Jason Howard's pencils on here. His very, very reminiscent of a mix of DWJ and Jorge Corona. But again, I went with the stock cover by David Nakayama. Honestly, I probably could have gone with the Evan Kagel cover, if anything, but I didn't see that one. Fun book. The other big book of the week has been Mask, with a bunch of fucking covers. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover, which, of course, had to get him. He always has a great style to the 80s properties, but also got carried away and got a couple blanks because there are one for Mask as well as Venom. Got a fun with that. And the big thing with this one was there was a blind bag. I mistakenly thought there were 2 issues in the blind bag. Don't know why, but it's just a blind bag in itself. So opening it up here with you guys to see what I got, what I lucked out with. I already know what the big 3 are supposed to be. I know what I'm hoping for. I'll reveal that in a second and see what I got. Maybe if the bag doesn't, what do we have? Mask number 1 variant. Womp womp. This is the Cedric Poulat variant. Boo. I was kind of hoping I was going to get the ROM issue 1. That's what I was shooting for. But I didn't. Or even Mask Origins. Nope, just got a variant to this one. Bummer. And then our final issue, which I saw on the rack, and I'm a Jay Lee fan, intrigued by it. Monster Racing League, number 1. Went with the variant cover for this one. But who actually illustrated? It's a beautiful painting. But Jay Lee's been killer since day one. He's always been fucking phenomenal. And John J. Muth, beautiful, beautiful watercolor painting. Hoping you can have some fun with this one. From the title alone and from the art, I'm intrigued. That's the stack for the week. Let me know what you think down below, of course. Until the next alert, my nerds, I appreciate you.